Hey everybody, it's Allison again, stlprostretch.com. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Today, believe it or not, we're going to talk about stretching. And some of the most recent research that has come out on the different types of stretching, because there are a lot of different types of stretching. And the good news is they all work. They're all good. And as long as you work within your range of motion and you don't push yourself too hard, you're probably not going to get hurt. It's probably all good. The other thing that I want to talk to you about is why I prefer resistance stretching. And the research is out there. First of all, it's faster. And I'm kind of an impatient person, so a lot of times, and I do all these videos, and my friends know, and I post them on social media and stuff, and they're like, yeah, I really need to start stretching. And usually these are like the runner types that don't really stretch. They like to run, they don't like to stretch. And they're the ones that, okay, yeah, I'm going to post my stretching, and then they're like, they're on social media doing this static stretching, which is fine. It probably will help. But I'm here to tell you that resistance stretching is a much faster way to open up the muscles. First of all, you're asking the muscle to engage and contract and expand. So that muscle is going to get warm while you're resistance stretching. So already you're at an advantage because you can't stretch cold taffy, which is why it's probably better. It's probably more effective to stretch after a workout. But with resistance stretching, you can do it before your run, before your workout, and it's actually probably going to help you because your muscles are warmed up. And most activities that we do, sports related, there is some type of warm-up. And that warm-up wouldn't just involve, like that. It would involve, you watch the football players in the NFL, and they're not just doing that to warm up. They're doing a very dynamic workout involving, some light jogging, maybe some sprinting, some jumping, some dynamic movement to warm up their body. So in that regard, resistance stretching is going to warm your muscles up faster than that. And also, there is significant change in the muscle spindles with resistance stretching, and that is comparable to strength training. The concentric and eccentric movements of strength training, which build muscle. They help your muscles grow. The cells actually grow. I'm not going to get too much into that, but I do practice yoga, and I know that with yoga there is a lot of passive stretching. There is also a lot of resistance stretching in yoga. You're using straps, you're using your hand to push and pull. But I have found over the years, and I'm doing some yoga challenges right now with some really, really difficult advanced poses, and I'm just finding it a faster, more effective way to warm up my body to get into these more advanced poses using resistance stretches. So, another way that you can lengthen your muscles immediately, and which is why I have so many foam rolling videos, is that the research shows that just by foam rolling or massaging the muscle, it's going to immediately lengthen. So that's one reason that we do this, and it's really helpful to foam roll the muscles because some of these muscles, like my quads tend to become hypertonic. They're always turned on. They're always like ready to go. And the foam roller, when I'm doing the foam rolling, I can kind of get those muscles to just calm down a little bit, so that maybe I can find some length in them. So there is the research shows that this is putting pressure on the muscle, massaging it is one way to immediately lengthen a muscle, and the other is stretching and activity. Anytime you move. Even jumping, if you think about your calf muscle, as you jump, you're coming down. Well, your calf muscle is having to stretch as you come down, and then as you lift, it's contracting. So any type of movement is also going to create length in your muscles. So, but I just wanted to come out here and say, you know what? For all of you out there that are runners and you decided to take up stretching, rather than doing this or this, why don't you try either this? I'm going to put this blanket down. I do like to have padding under my knees. And I'm going to bring my leg forward. I'm going to put my hands down, either on the ground or with some blocks. And I'm going to pull my heel toward me, pull it toward me, keep pulling it toward me, and then while I'm pulling it toward me, I'm going to back it up. This first stretch is probably going to be my worst, but as I move back and forth with the heel pulling toward me the entire time, that hamstring is going to start to warm up. It's also going to keep the hamstring in charge of this stretch, and it should feel different than just yanking the muscle. To me, after I do it, it just feels more healing. Now, if you are out in the middle of the field and you don't have anything to put your knee on, or maybe your knee just hurts and you don't like kneeling, put your foot up on a bench, do the same thing. Pull the heel toward you and keep pulling it toward you and then back it up. So same concept. So I'm just encouraging you, those of you out there who want to get into stretching, and maybe you just don't have the patience, because really those passive holds, you've got to hold for about 90 seconds for your muscle to start opening up. Maybe try resistance stretching. Try your passive stretch, see how far you can get, then try it this way. And then go back to your passive stretch and see how much it's improved. I would guess that 99% of the time, you're going to have a much better stretch after you warm up that muscle with the resistance stretching. And that's really all I have to say today. And this is a why of resistance stretching. So I hope you try it, and I hope you try some of my videos. I've got tons of them. I'm trying to group them now into playlists, like one for glutes and one for calves, and I'll probably do one for quads. And then we have a system. We have 9 lower body stretches, and the same with upper body, and different variations of each. But I'm going to start redoing all of those videos with a microphone so that you can learn these basic stretches and put together your own stretch routine that works for you. And there is some problem solving involved there, but I'm not going to get into it in this video. Anyway, that's about it. I will see you next time. Happy stretching. Bye-bye.